Well, hello, how are you? We will continue the game. So, let's. We already
This is
talked to
going to be
everyone.
You should be
boring.
on your way,
I
pup.
don't want to stay in the
I know.
castle all the
Okay.
time.
Best do as your father
You
says,
should
darling.
need
Any
any
Oh, I wish I
assistance
was
in that, see you in the
staying. It's
morning.
very
I'd be
cold
glad
in the
to
south
offer.
this time of year.
I'm sorry, I've been trying to quiet him, but he won't have it. I don't know why he's so angry.
What did you do to him? Oh, just ignore him. I could put him out in the hall. Perhaps something's wrong.
I thought I heard yelling when I woke up, but now I hear nothing. Wait here. I'm going to see if there's something out in the hall.
Oh. we cannot let that happen. Just don't let that happen. We'll just put some of them so I can have more. Bonus, and I think I will get monetary gain. Yeah, this one. Just for now. I think no, this is a belt. Conning, okay. There you go.
Need to fight shortly.
Okay. Doing something. There we go.
Tell us!
Very well.
Darling, I heard fighting outside and I feared the worst. Are you hurt?
I'm fine. What's going on? I was about to ask you that. Yes, I need that. I need some aid. Those men killed Darren.
What? Not Landra's son. But why? Her scream woke me up. There were men in the hall, so I barred the door. Did you see their shields? Those are Howl's men. Why would they attack us?
He betrayed father. He attacks while our troops are gone. I don't know, mother. But we need to get out of here. Maybe you want to find Howe and ask him. There we go.
If Howe is behind this, I'll cut his lying throat myself. Have you seen your father? He never came to bed.
No, I haven't. I was in my room. Maybe he stay up with our Howe. He could already be dead. No, I haven't.
We must find him.
Maybe you should stay here. Can you still handle a weapon, Mother? It sounds like the battle's downstairs. We should check on Oriana and Orin as well.
I am no Orlesian wallflower. Give me a sword and I'll use it. Now let's go.
Okay.
Perhaps we can salvage some things here. Darling, some of your father's belongings are in that trunk.
Okay. Something here.
No! My little Orin! What manner of fiend slaughters innocents?
Why would they do this? I make them pay. Don't look, Mother.
I was not even taking hostages. He means to kill all of us. Oh, poor fuckers. Let's go. I don't want to see this.
Okay, let's go.
Keep your wits about you.
Let me just put her with something. Something.
Let us end this quickly! Very well. It will be done. It will be done.
Nope. Nothing.
Landra. I'm
Very
so
well.
sorry. If she hadn't come to me, if she hadn't been here.
As you say.
Can you hear the fighting? Hal's men must be everywhere.
What should we do? Then we should take the fight to them. Sorry. Then we should take the fight to them. How can we get out of the castle? I don't want you in danger. What should we do?
The front gates. That's where your father must be.
Let's go. Is there anything else we can do? We can't just let her win. What if father isn't there?
I have my treasury key. We could go there first and take the Kuslan sword from the vault. If anything is worth fighting to keep out of Hal's hands, it's that sword. But it may be a dangerous path.
What if it's father?
Listen, darling, we haven't much time. If we can't find your father, you must get out of here alive. Without you and Fergus, the entire Kuslan line dies here. If Hal's men are inside, they must already control the castle. We must use the servants' entry in the larder to escape. Do you hear me?
I hear you. Our house there. We don't know if that's true. You don't need to tell me twice. I want house there.
Then survive and visit vengeance upon him.
Yeah. The sign. Yeah.
The castle has fallen! I'm getting out of here!
Don't be a coward. Stand up, fight. Run if you're such a coward. Wait, what's happening? Go, man. Save your life. Oh, what's happening?
Ah! Here they come! They're right behind me!
were too good.
What is it? Oh. Hello, woman.
Yes! Will not end it. Yes. Very well. Of course. You. It will be done. Yes.
You did well, my dear.
Lose. Of course.
You will be
As you
avenged,
say.
old sage. I swear it.
Okay.
We must stop them!
Very well.
How dare you! Oh, thank you, Andraste.
Done well. It will be done.
We're getting close to the treasury. The Kuzlan family blade lies inside. Use that key I gave you. That blade cannot fall into Hal's hands.
As you say.
Oh, there's a guy that is coming with us.
Where's the Terran? Does he live?
It will be done.
So there we go.
Very well. Where shall I start?
Nothing? None of them gave me anything. Okay.
I prayed that Mother Malal had escaped. They would not commit that sacrilege on top of everything else, would they?
It will be done. I'll go. Very well.
Anything else? Nope. Okay.
I will drive you from our land myself. You will not be defeated! You gave me no choice. Now you pay for what you've done.
Of course. Very well.
Go, man the gate. Keep those bastards out as long as you can. Your ladyship, my lady, you're both alive. I was certain Hal's men had gotten through.
Baby, how is the treacherous bastard? Have you seen my father?
When I realized what was happening, it was all I could do to shut the gates. But they won't keep Hal's men out long. If you've another way out of the castle, use it quickly.
We need to find father. What is the Red Warden? Come with us. No, I'll help you forward. Come
If
with
I
us.
do that, you won't make it out before the gates fall. Please, go while you have the chance. When I last saw the Terran, he'd been badly wounded. I urged him not to go, but he was determined to find you. He went towards the kitchen. I believe he thought to find you at the servants' exit in the larder.
Bless you, Sir Gilmore. Make her watch over you.
Make her watch over us all. Don't let a single
Where's the
one
turret?
through.
Where's
Be
the
not
turret?
here,
Does
Sir
he live?
Gilmore. We must go while we can.
Then it's the- oh. Okay, let's save it. Just in case.
If that is what you wish. Right away.
Let's see. We need to go to the kitchens.
Run! Run!
Of course.
Let's run. We cannot have anything from here.
Need to fight shortly. Very well.
Get him! Get out of the way!
well.
Nothing here. They're not even giving me anything? Oh. Okay. Oh.
I'm busy at the moment.
They give anything? Nothing? Something? Nothing? Whatever. So we have... Oh. Okay. We need some cunning, also cunning here. Okay, we need the strength. And I say... just... willpower. Because we can go here. There we go. Just saving it. In case nothing can be any good. Okay. Sad. Just right there. This.
There, you both are. I was
Bryce,
wondering when you would get here.
Maker's blood, what's happening? You're bleeding.
Hal's men found me first. Almost did me in right there.
Why are you doing this? We need to get we need to get you out of here. How did you get here? You can hardly move. Again, how for what he's done.
I won't survive the standing, I think.
That's not true. You'll be fine. Get up and let's go. Then we will stay and defend you. Then we'll simply have to drag you out.
Once Hal's men break through the gate, they will find us. We must go.
Someone must reach Burgess. Tell him what has happened.
And take vengeance. That he is the new Terran. Hal must have something planned for him too. You can tell him yourself, Father. Yeah.
Bryce, no. The servant's passage is right here. We can flee together, find you healing magic.
The castle is surrounded. I cannot make it.
I'm afraid the turn is correct. Hal's men have not yet discovered this exit, but they surround the castle. Getting past will be difficult.
You are Duncan, then? The Grey Warden?
Yes, your ladyship. The turn and I tried to reach you sooner.
My daughter helped me get here. Make her be praised.
I am not surprised.
Are you going to help us, Duncan? I'm surprised you haven't already left. Thank you for saving my father. Can you do something about Hal?
I fear your thanks are premature. I doubt I have saved him.
Whatever is to be done now, it must be quick. They are coming.
Duncan, I beg you, take my wife and daughter to safety.
I will, your lordship, but I fear I must ask for something in return.
Anything.
What is happening here pales in comparison to the evil now loose in this world. I came to your castle seeking a recruit. The Darkspawn threat demands that I leave with one.
I understand.
Are you talking about me? What about Sir Gilmore? What? No, I won't agree on such a thing, but what if something's happened to Fergus? What about...
Truthfully, you were always my first choice. I will take the Tyrna and your daughter to Ostagar to tell Fergus and the king what happened. Then your daughter joins the Grey Wardens.
So long as justice comes to Hal. I agree.
Then I offer you a place within the Grey Wardens. Fight with us.
Yes, I've viewed offer. I refuse, I won't go. My duty is to take vengeance on Al-Hal. But what if Fergus is dead?
We will inform the king, and he will punish Hal. I am sorry, but a Grey Warden's duties take precedence even over vengeance.
Hal thinks he'll use the chaos to advance himself. Make him wrong, Bub. See that justice is done. Our family always does our duty first. The Darkspawn must be defeated. You must go. For your own sake and for Ferelden's.
I will, father, for you. Then I suppose I must accept. No, I won't do it.
We must leave quickly then.
Bryce, are you sure?
Our daughter will not die of Hal's treachery. She will live and make her mark on the world.
Darling, go with Duncan. You have a better chance to escape without me.
Eleanor.
Hush, Bryce. I'll kill every bastard that comes through that door to buy them time. But I won't abandon you.
Mother, are you sure you want to do this? I won't let you sacrifice yourself. We can find another way. We can fight. I love you both so much.
My place is with your father. At his side to death and beyond.
I'm so sorry it's come to this, my love.
We had a good life and did all we could. It's up to our children now.
Then go, Pup. Warn your brother. You know that we love you both. You do us proud.
They've broken through the gates. We must go now.
Goodbye, darling.
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korcari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Cailan, I didn't expect
A royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is she?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
No need, Duncan. You are Bryce's youngest, are you not? I don't think we've ever actually met.
Are you not even aware my father's dead? Yes, Your Majesty. My name is Lisa. Yes, I am, and I bring important news.
Is it about your father? Your brother has been concerned about him.
He's not coming. He died when our castle was taken. You don't know what's happened? Oh, I think you're waiting for some...
Dead? What do you mean? Duncan, do you know anything about this? Terran Cousland and his wife are dead, Your Majesty. Arl Howe has shown himself a traitor and overtaken Highever Castle. Had we not escaped, he would have killed us and told you any story he wished. I can scarcely believe it. Well, how could he think he could get away with such treachery? As soon as we are done here, I will turn my army north and bring Howe to justice. You have my word.
Thank you, Your Majesty. There isn't anything you can do sooner. What kind of justice? No, thank you.
No doubt you wish to see your brother. Unfortunately, he and his men are scouting in the wilds.
But he may be in danger. Oh, well, that was not a question, sorry. But he must be in danger. When will he return? I am not eager to tell him, Your Majesty.
Of that, I have no doubt. You will see him again once the battle is over, I am certain. I apologize, but there's nothing more I can do. All I can suggest is that you vent your grief against the Darkspawn for the time being.
Thank you, Majesty. So long as our Howe pays, I'm happy. What would you know about my grief? Thanks for nothing then. Thank you.
I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies. Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week. Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
I didn't realize things were going so well. It sounds like the blight is almost over. You do sound very confident of that.
Overconfident, some would say. Right, Duncan? Your Majesty, I'm not certain the blight can be ended quite as quickly as you might wish. I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon. Disappointed, Your Majesty? I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens. What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here.
Yet you don't sound very reassured. He didn't seem to take the Darkspawn very seriously. Perhaps this isn't really a blight after all.
Despite the victories so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
Then maybe we should move quickly. What would you have him do? Why not? He seems to regard the Grey Wardens highly. You could, if he were not such a fool. Do you think there's any danger? Why not?
Yet not enough to wait for reinforcements from the Grey Wardens of Orlais. He believes our legend alone makes him invulnerable. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can and look to Teyrn Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay.
What do you need me to do? What do you mean? What ritual? I hope Mill might be nice first.
Every recruit must go through a secret ritual we call the Joining in order to become a Grey Warden. The ritual is brief, but some preparation is required. We must begin soon.
What do you want me to do? I need to find Fergus. What is this ritual so secret? Am I the only recruit we have? Wonderful, let's get this over with then.
No, there are 2 other recruits here already. They have been waiting for us to arrive.
What is this ritual?
The joining is dangerous. I cannot speak more of it except to say that you will learn all in good time. Until then, you must trust that what is done is necessary. Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Your hound can stay with me while I attend to some business. The Grey Warden tent is on the other side of this bridge. You will find us there should you need to.
Okay. Have some. I will try to find anything that we can.
Make her watch over you, my lady.
Nothing here.
Make her watch over you, my lady. Make her watch over you, my lady.
Okay, that's the same.
As you say.
A fruit. Oh, we're gonna open that one.
Make her watch over you, my lady.
Okay, do you don't have another thing? Something different. Let's say something else. I mean, who's gonna say it was?
Today, 2 units of men arrived every hour, and they expect to double that tomorrow. Still, the Terran worries that may not be enough. The Tower of Ishal is off limits. The men stationed inside are securing it now.
I should go. What is this Tower of Ishal? What is the Tower of Limit exactly? This is a pretty large ring.
I think they used it once to watch for wilders coming out of the forest. By orders of Terran Loghain, the tower is being secured by his men to be used during battle. I'm told they discovered some lower chambers, and they don't know how far down they go, so for now, everyone's to stay out.
Lower chambers?
I didn't see anything like that when I was there, but who knows? Goes back to the time of the Tevinter Imperium. Dwarven make. That's probably why it's still standing. Make her speed your steps.
Hail, you must be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought. This place hasn't seen such bustle in centuries, I'll wager. Need a hand getting anywhere?
What is Duncan's tent? Okay, I'm fine, thanks. Where is Duncan's tent? I'm looking for a Grey Warden named Alistair. Tell me about Ostagar.
Not far. It's straight ahead, just past the Royal Encampment. Most of your fellas are in the valley with the army, but the recruits seem to be staying up here for now. Try heading north. I think he was sent with a message to the majors. Used to be a fortress long time ago, so I understand. Back in the days when the Wilders used to invade the lowlands. You were just on the eastern side of the ruin. The Tower of Ishal is there, but Tairn Logain's closed it off until the battle. This side is the King's camp. We've got the Grey Wardens here, the Circle of Magi, the Chantry. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting somebody important. Quartermaster, he's just a bit to the northwest.
I'm sorry, it was a place to buy something supplied, so. What is the king? The circle of magic is here. Do I hear dogs barking? Or did I screw something else? I'm so sorry for that.
Probably in his tent. He and Tairn Logain are on the southwest side of the camp. The king likes to spend time with his soldiers, though. Sometimes even without his bodyguards. Drives Tairn Logain wild, that does. A few mages, yes. They even brought those creepy quiet fellows, the Tranquil. Gives me the shivers when they talk, all cold and even. They're to the north of here, bunched up with a herd of Templars glaring at them. Can't miss it. This is Ferelden, isn't it? The king has his kennels on the west side of camp. Stinks from all the hounds. These aren't cute puppies, though. Some of those dogs bite the darkspawn and get too much of that blood in them. It's like poison. Slow, painful death. Terrible. Go on, then.
I'll be on my way.
Good luck to you, then.
Look carefully now. This wretched thing is a dog.
Very well.
My faith sustains me. I shall not fear 10,000 men should they set themselves against me. Okay. This is supposed to be the battle that sends these Darkspawn back underground. You believe that?
I don't know what...
Of course.
There are lots of darkspawn, different kinds. We're getting reports of things we've never even heard of. Our short friend here, for instance, is something called a genlog. They're pretty common in the Horde, but we've seen others much larger. We don't know where these new darkspawn are coming from, or what they can do. All I can say is to use caution. There aren't any we've seen that won't die once they bleed enough. Well, don't touch the carcass. We'll be burning it so it doesn't infect anything.
The last scouting party made it back last night. Barely.
What do you mean?
Only 2 of them made it, and one was minus a leg. Said they encountered some darkspawn that was 10 feet tall, with horns as long as your arm. The injured one died last night. They said his blood was already turning black.
Maker's breath. Where are they all coming from?
Good night for it, Warden.
Has it been getting colder? Every day seems colder.
I want this nonsense talk stopped immediately. What are you, a bunch of natural fishwives?
Welcome to the King's camp, my lady.
Hail! You're one of Duncan's new recruits, correct? I can't let you through to the Korcari Wilds until he gives the word.
Why not? I'm sure it'd be fine. I should go.
The Korcari Wilds is a dangerous place. More so now that it crawls with darkspawn. They say the Great Blight began deep within its forests. One of our scouting patrols has been gone for 3 days. We're taking bets on who got them first, the darkspawn or the Witches of the Wilds.
The Witches of the Wilds? Things other than the darkspawn to watch out for.
Oh, sure. There's an old legend in these parts about Flemeth, the apostate sorceress who conquered this area centuries ago. She united the chasing barbarians and invaded the farmlands. That's when the great hero, Cormac, destroyed her army with his. Took her head right off, so they say. Her daughters survived and became the Witches of the Wild. Tales tell of them plaguing this area since. Mostly superstitions, stealing babies and spoiling milk.
And you think those witches exist? So imagine them if it is just superstition.
Only when it's dark and the wind is bad. No doubt those patrols met some darkspawn. That's enough for anyone to worry about. At any rate, that's why Duncan doesn't want you wandering out without his say-so.
You just in case.
Hell. Sorry, like I said, I can't let you through. Sorry, I have my orders.
Oh, I can ask him anything again. Okay. We'll go in there. I will be...
Lead me to my preparation.
We are preparing for battle. This is a solemn
You
time.
there, you have business
Elf.
with the Ash
What's
Warriors.
your
I
name?
suggest you speak to our commander.
It's Pick, sir. Go tell Turn Logain that the war party's ready to begin scouting.
Excuse me, I must get the hounds ready for battle. Half the dogs are sick from darkspawn blood. It's terrible.
Greetings. King Cailan is not in his tent right now.
So, do you know where the king is? Tell me about the king. I must see him a lot.
I suppose I do, though he's spending most of his time with the Grey Wardens. He rides with them wherever they go, in fact. Teyrn Logain sees the king whenever he can and argues with him over coming battles, but the king just waves him off. The king wants to end the Blight with a single huge battle the bards will sing of for centuries. Do you think that's possible?
I have my doubts. We'll see in a coming battle. What should I know? We'll see in...
That's how the Teyrn feels. He'll do what the king wants in the end, though. The king thought it was funny that Teyrn called him reckless, and they fought about the queen.
Queen? And they know Keller was married. Do they fight often, the queen?
She's the Teyrn's daughter. He wasn't happy about something she did or the king did, I'm not sure. I probably shouldn't discuss it.
I should go.
As you wish. Greetings. King Cailan is not in his tent right now. I believe he's with the Grey Wardens in camp, drinking. He holds them in high regard, you know, as his father did. As you wish. You approach the tent of Teyrn Logain. State your business.
I should go. Tell me about the Teyrn Logain. He's a Teyrn's eye. What's he doing?
How can you not know of Logain? He helped free Ferelden. He was the brains behind King Maric's armies and drove out those damned Orlesians. King Maric rewarded him by making him a Teyrn. Can you imagine? A commoner became a high nobleman just like that. Without Logain, you can bet the king wouldn't be winning against these darkspawn. He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activity.
Persuade. Both. Surely you can tell me a little bit about him. I would like an audience with a Teyrn, please.
I suppose, as long as we talk quietly. He and the king have been arguing for days. The Teyrn's known the king since he was swaddled, so they don't stand on ceremony. The Teyrn speaks his mind, and the king yells right back. Personally, I think the king should do what Teyrn Logain tells him. Without the Teyrn, we wouldn't be doing as well here as we are. I suppose you have a message for him. Hold on then.
Yes, what is it? Oh, you're Duncan's new Grey Warden, I assume.
Yes, I am. How do you know that? I'm a Grey Warden. Sorry, I'm having candy. I'm not a Grey Warden yet. How do you know that?
His Majesty could not contain his excitement after your meeting. How could I not hear about you? Cailan's fascination with the Wardens goes beyond the ordinary. Are you aware his father brought your order back to Ferelden?
Fascination we don't share. No, I didn't know that. Yes, I've heard that.
The Wardens are impressive, but not as relevant as Kalen thinks. You look familiar. Have I seen you at the Landsmeet?
I thought it was the chain of High River. You've never been out of High River? No, we never met.
The king told me of his promise. I'm certain he has every intention of following it through. I don't suppose you'll be riding into the thick of battle with the rest of your fellows, will you?
I don't know. I certainly hope so. I don't know. I certainly hope so.
Here for the glory, huh? Fair enough. Now I must return to my task. Pray that our king proves amenable to wisdom, if you're the praying sort.
If he doesn't, he seems like a fool to me. You don't see very fond of him.
He is Marik's son and the leader of my beloved Ferelden, and a very young man. I try to keep that in mind, as should you.
Check.
You approach the tent of Tairn Loghain. State your business. He's inside, but I don't... Very well.
Okay. They won't allow me to talk to him again.
You found our tent, I see. Is there something you need?
I'm prepared to begin the journey ritual. I have some questions. No, I'm fine. Questions.
Alistair can help you with those. I had hoped he would be back by now.
Okay.
What do you need? You haven't brought more instructions from the Tairn, I hope.
No, I haven't. Instructions. You talk to everyone like that.
Tairn Loghain has changed our scouting route 12 times. If you're not from the Tairn, what do you want? We're busy.
I will leave you to your business. You don't look like the other soldiers in the army. I can ask you something.
We aren't. We're Ash Warriors.
Where's the Ash Warriors? Look. Oh. But you're obviously not made of ash.
Our training has been passed down since Lathias the Dwarfson first harnessed the battle rage of the dwarves. It is an old tale.
So what does the Ash Warriors do? Can I hear this old tale? Can I ask you something?
We harness the rage inside us, nurture it, and draw it out so we cannot fall in battle until our last foe is slain. It is a dwarven discipline, but we've adapted it to let us fight alongside our hounds. That is our way. I trust my hound with my life, as he trusts me with his.
I have a married hound of my own. What are you preparing for? Why have you painted your dogs?
Then you are most fortunate. A trained Mabari hound is as dangerous as any sword. We do not speak of a city pet, or those things that sit in an old woman's lap. To scout the wilds and watch the progression of the Darkspawn horde. With luck, we'll find and slaughter many stragglers. The hunt will be good if my hound survives the blood of his prey. If he dies, I shall mourn tonight.
Survives the blood? What do you mean?
Darkspawn blood is poisonous, but not always fatal. Those who survive grow immune to its effects. The Wardens say that tainted blood drives even the survivors mad eventually. But not today. Today, we hunt and we kill.
Wouldn't it be smarter to leave your dogs behind?
They fight at our side. We don't fret over their safety as if they were children. They use scent to distinguish us from our enemies, but the blood of battle can confuse them. So we paint ourselves with Caddis, which overpowers the blood, and also paint our hounds so they know we are the same.
What if the enemy is painted with feathers as well?
Why? Would you steal our cadets and give it to the Darkspawn hordes?
No. Absolutely not. I hope you're joking. But the reward was right, why not? No.
Good. I hear death is unpleasant. My thanks. There is hunting to be done, and I'll not be kept from it. We're almost ready to scout the wilds. With luck, we'll slaughter a few Darkspawn. So, what do you want? Be quick about it. Make it quick. My thanks. There is hunting to be done, and I'll not be kept from it. We're all... So, what do you want? Be quicker. We aren't. We're Ash Warriors. Do you take everything so literally? Our training has been passed down since Lathias the Dwarf Son first harnessed the battle rage of the... I am no bard, but I will do my best. Lathias was a Clane tribesman. Some said he was too short to be a warrior, but he was strong and fierce. His chieftain sent him to the dwarves of Orzammar to negotiate an alliance, where he fell in love with the king's daughter, Skya, and brought her back to his tribe. She taught Lathias to use the dwarven battle wrath, to summon his strength and ignore all pain. Lathias then taught this to the Clane, who made him their chieftain.
What happened to him? And they feasted on blood and lived happily ever after. So you descend from the Clane.
Lathias' prowess earned him the love of Morrigannon, a beautiful chieftain of another tribe. When Skya learned of his seduction, she returned to her people. Lathias was grieved. He sent Morrigannon away, but this only vexed her, and began a long war between their tribes. In the end, Lathias slew Morrigannon in single combat. However, his wounds were great, and he perished when the rage ended. The dwarves came from Orzammar that day, and gave Lathias an honoured burial in the mountains. And we live by his teachings, even today.
An interesting legend, thank you for telling me. What happened to his wife? Skya. You could have just said he was the first Ash Warrior. So he betrayed his wife and killed his lover.
It is said that before the final battle, she returned to Lathias and gave him a shirt of dwarven chain, along with a final night of passion. Then she was gone forever. If she lived on in Orzammar, only the dwarven folk could say for certain. He was a great man with great passions. Perhaps you'll hear a more inspiring version in a tavern someday.
I should be going.
My thanks. There is hunting to be done, and I'll not be kept from it.
Excuse me, I must get the hounds ready for battle. Half the dogs are sick for Darkspawn.
We who betrayed your prophet Andraste now beg your forgiveness. Do not abandon us in our darkest hour.
Well met. Greetings. King Cailan is not in his tent right now.
I'm sorry. The mages must not be interrupted. Their spirits are in the Fade.
The Fade? I apologize. I'll go as well. As you wish.
The Fade is the realm of dreams and the land of the dead, or so the mages tell us. Regardless, they are not to be disturbed, not even by Grey Wardens.
I apologize.
I'm sorry, but the mages must not be interrupted. They're...
Okay.
Soldiers of Ferelden, my sisters and gentle folk, we stand
Well
here
met.
on the eve of
If
battle.
you'll excuse me, we
Let
are
us
praying.
consider
Trying to
the
listen.
evil before us.
How do you do?
In their pride,
Quiet.
the
Trying
mages
to
of
listen.
the
Are we
receiving
a large number of reinforcements from the Grey Wardens in Orlaisu?
The heavenly golden city itself. They tainted it with their
Well
sin,
met.
and they were cast back into our world as Darkspawn. They are man's sins made flesh, an evil that spreads like an illness across our land. To face them, we must first face the evil within ourselves. Let us bow our heads and beg the Maker's forgiveness. Let us not be proud, so we may take courage against the darkness. I do not have time to speak at present, thank you.
Well met. Well met.
How do you do?
Ostagar is a very defensible location.
Hail, Grey Warden.
Even if the Horde outnumbers us, we should see a decisive victory.
Greetings, young lady. You are Duncan's newest recruit, are you not? He's not a man easily impressed. You should be proud. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Wynne, one of the mages summoned by the king.
I'm pleased to meet you. I'm Lisa. I've seen quite a few mages today.
Well met, and good luck to you on the battlefield. To us all, in fact.
You'll be fighting beside the king. King Cailan thinks the battle will go well. It's no luck, but skill that will save us.
Not precisely. The Grey Wardens will be on the front lines, not the mages. Still, we have our parts to play. To defeat the Darkspawn, we have to work together. It's not an idea everyone seems able to grasp.
You faced Darkspawn before. Do you know much about Darkspawn? You should know.
Stragglers, yes. Not the vast horde the scouts speak of. I wonder, how much do you know of the connection between Darkspawn and the Fade?
Now, I know the Fade is where you grow when you dream. What does the Fade have to do with anything?
Anytime your spirit leaves your earthly body, whether it's to dream or to die, it passes into the realm we call the Fade. It's home to many spirits, some benevolent, others far less so. At the heart of the Fade lies the Black City.
What's the Black City? So Darkspawn are just dream spirits. I heard that. Didn't something bad happen there?
Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says.
Is that true? I've heard that story before. Enchantress says many things.
It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now.
Don't you have a proper advice? I just kill every Darkspawn I see. At least it's something to ponder.
Yes, occasionally it's wise to contemplate one's actions. But I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me. Back again? Don't the Grey Wardens need you? Off you go. I have preparations to make for the battle, and I won't be distracted.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
Welcome, young woman. I am one of the Tranquil, my friend. I am of the Circle of Magi. But instead of casting spells and reading tomes, I spend my time enchanting. It is a time-consuming process, but invaluable. Enchantment provides the Circle its wealth. Certainly we would not get by on charity.
You speak very strangely. What is that? What is an enchantment exactly?
Allow me to put it this way. Do you know why those with magical talent are feared?
Tentagram's magic is simple. Because magic is powerful and dangerous. I entirely know.
It is dangerous beyond its power. Those with magical talent attract demons and spirits. We can be possessed easily, and thus become horrors known as abominations. Even those with minor talents attract hungry spirits. Anyone with the power may learn blood magic from these demons. Hence, we are considered dangerous. This is our curse. Thus, I was made tranquil, stripped of emotions and talent. I am no longer dangerous.
It sounds like a horrid practice. Perhaps They should tranquil all magic then. Wait a second. How is someone made tranquil? I feel bad for you. Let's talk about something else.
Our forehead is branded with magic, which stills our talent and mind. The process is irreversible as far as I am aware.
Sounds of horror clouds.
It might seem such to you, but I feel no horror. I am content to serve in my role.
Valid for you.
You do? I feel nothing. As the name suggests, my existence is quite peaceful. I am alive, productive, and no danger to anyone. Surely that is not a terrible thing. Perhaps we may speak of something else. Do you need assistance?
What is enchantment?
It is the practice of folding magical lyrium into items first practiced by the dwarves. The Tranquil have learned their runes, and we use them to apply a variety of magical effects. We create the glow lights, as well as the magic staff, or the flaming blade. The irony, perhaps, is that it is our very disconnection to our former talents that allows the Tranquil to work with lyrium so. A true mage could not.
What sort of enchantments are there?
Runes exist that hold the power of the elements that increase strength or swiftness. Almost any spell can be given permanency, given enough skill and lyrium. Naturally, the greater the power required, the more expensive the rune will become to create. True power comes with a price, as we know only too well.
I should go.
Goodbye.
I think I'm gonna talk to him then.
Welcome, young woman. Good.
So, any last wishes I can help fulfill before you head into battle?
In the name of Andraste, I bless you today. May you find favor in the Maker's eyes. So let it be.
Hail to you. Sorry, miss. The army camp is off limits for you right now.
Good.
Ferelden can defeat these things on its own.
Ah, I suspect you are one of the new Grey Wardens. Will you accept the Maker's blessing?
I will thank you. No, I prefer not.
Then I bless you, Grey Warden, in the name of Andraste and the Maker above. May the chant of light carry your name to the ears of our Lord.
It burns! You may not want to remain here long, Warden. Most of these men have been tainted by the Darkspawn blood.
You need to convince them. We've got to run. The Darkspawn are coming.
What do you say, Dad? There are Grey Wardens here, you know. We have them on the run out here. You might have to be.
I saw them. We're gonna die.
I apologize, Warden. He's been like this ever since they found him in the wilds.
What's wrong with him? Is it possible that he has important information? It's not dangerous, is it?
The commander who brought him here didn't seem to think so.
You can feel it, can't you? They taint the land, turn it black and sick. Oh, you can feel it inside. They'll come out of that forest and spread. Like caterpillars covering a tree. They'll swallow us whole.
That's quite enough out of you. You need to calm yourself, my good man.
They were everywhere. I saw them.
Okay.
I don't want to see anymore. I close my eyes and... Please just leave me be.
Huh. Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me.
No, I haven't. You haven't been sentenced. And if I have...
I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you. All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving.
I'll see what I can do. What will I want to help you? Tell me why you're in there first. That's horrible. Why haven't they fed you?
I expect nobody thought of it with all the battles and such. I'm a deserter, or so they think. I bet there's no arguing them out of it, though. Armies are funny that way.
Did you desert? And I bet you're as innocent as the sunrise. They certainly are.
I wasn't deserting. But when you catch someone sneaking around camp in the middle of the night, what else are you gonna think? Does it matter? All I want is a bit of food and water.
I see what I can do. It matters to me if your cause is just. If you want them deserting, you sneak around the camp.
Oh, I would have deserted eventually. Just not then. I was stealing, not sneaking out of the camp. I got one of those wizards drunk and took his key. It belongs to a chest they got here, full of magical treasures. In fact, I still have it. I can't use it from here, but I'd trade you for some food and water.
Didn't they find the key when they arrested? When you were arrested?
I swallowed it, but it's come back into my possession since then, so to speak.
Let's see what I can do.
Just ask my guard for his. He's still got some dinner. I saw him put it in his coat.
Lucky dog. You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter. They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example.
Who is this prisoner exactly? Why did you want to desert? It seems a waste for you to guard him all day. I had a chat with him actually.
They say he was recruited before the war up in Dinnerham. Probably figured he'd never have to fight if he served the king, right? Why does anyone want to desert? Because he thinks he's going to die and he's a bloody coward, that's why. Either that or he's been listening to a bunch of hogwash about how the Darkspawn will drag you off and eat you. I can't just let him go, can I? The army will figure out what to do with him. Probably just waiting for someone important to make a decision. Then they'll hang him, I expect. And I can go and do something else. Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation. What a surprise. Another innocent prisoner. Anyway, it's not for me to say. He'll get his day to plead his case, or he won't. It's all the same to me.
He asked for some food and water.
Did he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine.
Persuade. So, you missed one meal. This man could be hanged soon.
All right, all right. I guess the poor fella could stand to have one meal in his belly before he hangs. Don't know why you care. I had nothing to do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm gonna say it was you. Just so you know.
So? Brought me some food, have you? I'm so hungry I could faint dead away.
Here's some food. I wouldn't want to help you. No, that's asking.
I already told you. I'll give you the key to the mage's chest. It might be worth something, you know.
Okay.
Much obliged. May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you. And, as I mentioned, here's the key. Use it in good health, huh?
Thank you.
My belly thanks you. At least if I'm hanged, I'll have a little weight on me.
You got your food and water. Now off with you.
Well, you're not what I thought you'd be.
And who are you? What did you think I'd be? What am I supposed to mean?
Oh, me and Sir Knight were just betting on what the third recruit would be. Not a woman, yet here you are. The name's Daveth. It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they cooked this ritual up just for our benefit.
What do you know about this ritual? Maybe they did. Isn't that a little paranoid?
I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds.
Maybe they will. We'll see. So what? They wouldn't frighten me. That wouldn't frighten me. The wilds. And the barbarians in the forest. I did there. I cannot read.
We're right on the northern edge of the Kokari Wilds here, miles and miles of savage country. My home village isn't far, and I grew up on tales about the wilds. Even been in there a few times. Scary place.
I doubt they would send us into pointless danger. Or would they send us into the forest? What otherwise so frightening? It seems like an old place for an army to camp then. Or would they send us into a forest?
Sounds like some kind of test. Maybe we'll hunt us a souvenir or two. It's all too secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice.
They're forcing you to be here? I wouldn't be here if I did. I'm looking forward to it. I watch your back if you watch mine.
I've got nowhere else to go after what Duncan saved me from. Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
Okay. Let me see. I have this foot.
Have you seen an elf running about? Young woman, red hair, carrying a suit of chain.
Can't say I have, no. What if I have? I need some supplies, actually.
Blast it. Where did she go? That suit better be patched up when she gets back, or by the maker up. No, pardon my manners. My troubles are no concern of yours, I'm sure. I'm the quartermaster. Did you come for supplies?
Do you need help tracking this girl down? What kind of supplies do you have? Let me see what you have.
Oh, I'm sure you have better things to do than run errands for me. I can find them myself. Arms and armour, for the most part. It's for the King's men, but you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also have some goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course. To keep morale up, you understand.
Let me see what you have.
Let me know what you'd like.
How much? Just at the back, just in case. What's it? Ooh. I don't remember. Oh, perfect, yeah. I don't remember if I need this later. About. I don't remember this either, so I am not saying anything. Appreciate all the stuff.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps? So long as you keep it quiet.
It's gonna have these ones and these things going on. Okay. Let me just save.
I'm sorry, but there's so much to do before the battle. I must attend to my duties or I'll get the May I fetch something for you?
I should be going. I'm behind you.
Okay.
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
Sorry, what? You are very strange, man. I know exactly what you mean. That's a terrible thing to say. I know exactly what you mean.
It's like a party. We could all stand in a circle and hold hands. That would give the Darkspawn something to think about. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another maid?
No, we have Meg. It must be Alistair. Don't worry, my mage. Doesn't make it. Would. I'm sorry. Would that make your day worse?
Hardly. I just like to know my chances of being turned into a toad at any given moment. Wait, I do know who you are. You're Duncan's new recruit. From Highever. I should have recognized you right away. I apologize.
It must be Alistair. How could you recognize me? That's right, my first time.
Did Duncan mention me? Nothing bad, I hope. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining.
Let's get on with it then. Pleased to meet you. My name is Elisa. I can prepare my own. What can tell me about this room? What can you tell me about this room? Oh,
I know. I felt the same way when I did this. Unfortunately, they don't give us much choice. You know, it just occurred to me that there have never been many women in the Grey Wardens. I wonder why that is.
You want more women in the Wardens, do you? Probably because we're too small for you. I can handle myself better than most. How about you stop thinking of me as a woman?
Would that be so terrible? Not that I'm some drooling lecher or anything. Please stop looking at me like that. So I'm curious. Have you ever actually encountered Darkspawn before? When I fought my first one, I wasn't prepared for how monstrous it was. I can't say I'm looking forward to encountering another. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started.
Let's go. I like him a nice star. What was that about? You don't have to accompany me, do you? What about the other recruits? I'm looking forward to traveling with you.
Davith and Sir Jory are here in the camp. Have you met them?
I met them.
Right, that Cutpurse Duncan conscripted. Not sure what Duncan sees in him, to be honest. Keep an eye out, maybe we'll see the other one, or I can track him down later.
That argument so...
With the mage. The circle is here at the king's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are, which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar.
That would be awkward. You were a mage hunter. What's a Templar?
You don't know? Quick version then. The Chantry tries to control mages because they're dangerous. So they keep Templars that train to hunt down and kill apostates. That's what I was being trained as when Duncan recruited me 6 months ago. I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger. And the mage picked right up on that. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech.
Let's go. You don't have to accompany me, really. I look forward to traveling with you.
You do? Huh. That's a switch. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
Tutorial. Select Cassandra. Okay. Why don't you encounter set Jory? Maybe I just... Oh. Yeah, just faster.
Excuse me, I must get the hounds ready for battle. Half the dogs are sick. Blood. It's terrible.
I don't see the Jerry. past it. Let's try to find him. Ah, it's over here.
Greetings. You must be the third recruit we've heard about.
Yes, and who you are? Who are you? You heard about me.
Sir Jury is my name. I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as a knight under the command of Arlene. I was not aware they permitted women to join the Grey Wardens, and none of those I've seen thus far have been.
I'd rather not talk about that. I'm a warrior, just as you are. Perhaps they saved the best for last. Send a plan for you.
You obviously impressed Duncan, and that's enough for me. I hope we're both lucky enough to eventually join the Wardens. It is not thrilling to be given that chance.
I'm curious about the joining ritual. Aren't you nervous about fighting Darkspawn? I wouldn't be here if I had a choice in the matter. Yes, I'm looking forward to it. You're not all that smart, are you? I'm curious.
As am I. Has anyone told you about it?
Only that it's dangerous. It's all this secret apparently. David said we might be going into the wilds.
I never heard of such a ritual. I had no idea there were more tests after getting recruited. I suppose since you're finally here, I'd best get back to Duncan. I shall see you there.
Okay. Okay. Let me check. See if I something.
Yeah.
Never mind. You don't really have to find me, do you? Tell me a little about yourself. I have a few questions for you.
As I said, I was trained as a Templar before Duncan recruited me about 6 months ago. The Chantry and becoming a Templar was a decision made for me a long time ago. Duncan saw I wasn't happy and figured my training against mages could double for fighting Darkspawn. Now, here I stand and the Grand Cleric wouldn't have let me go if Duncan was forced leadership. I'll always be grateful for him.
I don't have anything else to ask. You didn't want to join the Chantry. You speak fondly of Duncan.
It just wasn't for me. I believe in the Maker well enough, but I never wanted to devote my life to the Chantry. I spent years in that Chantry, hopelessly resigned to my fate. Duncan was the first person who cared what I wanted. He risked a lot of trouble with the Grand Cleric to help me.
Maybe Duncan thought you'd be useful.
Or maybe he just happens to be a good man. Don't worry. I'll try not to embarrass you.
What questions?
What about? So I imagined, what would you like to know?
I said about the Grey Wardens, and I said, what makes you all so special? I'm not sure I know anything about the Grey Wardens. Well, where are all Grey Wardens now? So Grey Wardens have the right to recruit anyone.
The Grey Wardens are warriors without equal. Darkspawn threatened to destroy the world 4 times over. Each time, the Grey Wardens led mankind to victory. Nobody knows more about Darkspawn, and nobody's better equipped to deal with it. You'll see.
So they're knights, heroes.
I don't know if I go that far. Duncan says the Grey Wardens do whatever is necessary to protect mankind by Darkspawn. That means some sort of extreme things. Whatever it takes to bring victory. Well, let's see. Surely you've heard of Weissal's Fortress, the great area carved into the White Cliffs far up on the Anderfell. That's where the Grey Wardens once captured the Griffins. The Griffins died out, however, and our numbers have dwindled since the last blight. There's only a handful left in Ferelden, and few more in other nations. The others are camped with the king's soldiers in the valley. The king's given us a position of honor in the vanguard, despite our small numbers. I think Caleb is actually excited to ride into battle with us. Maybe he thinks that's what his father would have done. King Marion, Caelan's father, reaffirmed the power the Grey Wardens were given during your life. In practice, we can't conscript too often without hurting our cause. We were exiled from Rome once. That's not to let that happen again. You want to ask me about something else?
Yeah. This blight Duncan mentioned.
Of course.
So, what's a blight? Where does Darkspawn come from? And then is, how do Grey Wardens defeat blights? How did anyone even know about this blight? Just how many Darkspawn are out there?
You want the Chantry's version or truth?
That's all I wanted to know. They are in the same thing. What is the Chantry's version? Give me the truth, then. Isn't it the same?
They seldom are.
Oh. Give me the truth.
The truth is, they don't really know. They come up on the ground now. And that's as far as I've got.
What is the Chantry's version?
According to the Chant of Light, the Makers imprisoned the old gods underground long ago, as punishment for tricking mankind into questioning them. The old gods still whispered to some and taught them magic. These men became the Magisters of Vincent Empire. The Magisters used their gift to enter the Golden City, tainting it and themselves. They were cast out by the Maker and became the first Darkspawn. They fled underground, bringing their taint to their gods. The tainted old gods were the archdemons who rose from their prisons and led their Darkspawn against the world.
That was the...
Yes, they really wiped us out. When defeated, the Darkspawn flee back underground and seek out another old god to taint, thus bringing in another blight.
So where is the archdemon for this blight? Why not kill the Darkspawn when they are underground? What is an archdemon exactly? Why are some people so skeptical? I have other questions about the blight. Let's say...
Of course.
How...
You want to ask me about something else? Then let's move, shall we?
Let me just move a little bit because... There we go.
Yeah? What's it about? So I imagine, what would you like to know? You want to ask me about something else? So I imagine, what would you like to... You want to ask me about something else? Of course.
How do Grey Wardens feel?
We chop off the snake's head. It's the only way. According to the text, the most famous Grey Warden leader, Garrel, killed the archdemon Unrath in personal combat at the Battle of Hades to end the last light. Without the archdemon's mind, the Darkspawn will flee back underground. The Grey Wardens keep watch. We feel the Darkspawn when they come. You'll understand after the joining, if you... Well, you'll understand. Not to mention people start to notice when Darkspawn pour out as wild and tainting around just guess. Thousands, tens and thousands. They've had centuries to build up their numbers. You want to ask me about something else?
Tell me about Duncan.
Of course. You want to ask me about something else?
I know, I just selected a wrong answer.
Duncan is the leader of the Grey Wardens in Thrall Velvet, which you would say doesn't mean much as there aren't any of here. Yeah. Beyond that, he's a good man. a good judge of character. I owe him a lot. What about you? What do you think of him?
I'd rather keep my thoughts to myself. It seems like a kind man. If firm, I can't say I care for him much. I owe him as well. He saved me.
That sounds good. He's done the best he can and what he has. And that leaves me any go. You want to ask me about something else?
The ritual.
I wish I could tell you more. Maybe I can speak to you about it. You want to ask me about something else?
This upcoming battle.
The one tomorrow. I'll tell you. It's 10 locations who should win it, not king. Caleb just wants to play history. The Terran and strategy. That's 9 anyway. I guess I should be thankful for the favors and rewards. But I know he's going to be
And how much will I be participating? What is it happening here of all places? What are the chances of success? What if we fail?
We're at the edge of Conquering Wiles. The eye of light storm, right where the Lord will be coming. The wild is what's that time and again. I'm sure we'll gain the Mazla plan will last deeply. Still, no blight has ever been defeated so low the clock. You know, that's a good question. The other great water rising back with the king. I don't know if we will do that. If we don't break order here, Duncan says it will spread rather than involve all the relevant. Then it will take an alliance nation by fighting. Which would be bad. Neither the king nor the hair really seem to believe in the real life, however. You want to ask me about something else? Then let's get a move on, shall we?
Okay, he approves. Good. Well, I will leave this game here so we can continue with this Ostagar thing another day. Well, thank you so much for tuning in and see you soon.